Happy Thursday. Sorry I'm late, and I hope I haven't disappointed you. But I thought I had all the buttons on. But it looks like they're on now. The lights are on, but nobody's home. Oh, yeah. I feel like stretching a little bit. I hope you don't mind. Hey, good afternoon. I hit the button, but I didn't hit the other button. You know, that other button? There's two of them, actually. So sorry for the late start, but I was here on time. So I got lucky enough to play that last song twice. And it does appear that we are finally alive together. And I was almost not going to start the first song with the drum machine, only because sometimes I just like to play without all that crash, boom, bang. And see, I'm getting better. I'm able to load all the comments as we go and kind of make it look like I just went right off, and I did. So I'm getting a little better. My chops are getting better at coming to the discussions to see who's here, like Tony Bott from Chicago. Letitia's here. So glad you're here. Hi, Herb. Hey, Alex. Those are some of my friends that are starting to appear on the Facebook side of things. On YouTube, Little Rock is here. Lobster's here. Hey, I can count on all of you. Larry, Loris, Tim, Bob. Wow. Carrick. See, I love you all too. Scott's here. Gordon's here. Deb's got to be here. Hey, Deb. Pete, Tim from UK. There you go. So today I might not play so much crash, boom, bang. Pat Martino used to call the drums sometimes crash, boom, bang. They're interesting because they definitely add a groove to the music, right? But sometimes the groove can be established just by the fingers, and it doesn't necessarily need all of the crash, boom, bangs. So I did a demo once of a song Jimmy did. Let's see if I can remember which one, because I wrote one too. that's very similar. Mine goes. Hey, Letitia, it is hump day. Hey, Mike from Canada. Craig. Rudy. Hmm, uh-uh, huh. That's all it needed, right? Pamfilia intro d'acqua. Buonasera. So nice to see all my friends from around the world. Lars, there you go. Lars, let's look at all the people from around the world. Tony from Chicago. See, we're going from Europe to America. Who's here? Hey, who's going on over here? Hey, what happened over here at YouTube? Everybody just kind of stopped. Anybody still there? Let's see what's going on. Hey. So I promised today I'm going to play a little bit more organ, less bing bang boom. So, but a commercial break first. Really, I must do a commercial break because I was having this conversation with my friend this morning. You know, conversations are strange too these days. They can be voice or they could be, you know, text. It comes at you from every direction. Hey, Peter Kelly, Pete. Hey, it's great to see you all. And we were talking about how musicians are. That's right, 8 counts for Rita. Thank you. How musicians are sustaining today. How many of you out there are full-time musicians right now that are out of work? I'm just curious. If there's a show of hands, now's the time. Good morning, Roger. Thank you so much, man. It's great to see you, and I love that. You've got that. We've got to talk about this show. You gotta come here. Oh my. So anyhow, I was talking about how musicians make money today, and if you're a full-time musician, it's kind of tough, especially if you're counting on gigs and traveling on the road. So I have a group of friends. They're called Students and Friends, and we suggest that you fight this coronavirus by staying at home, right? And just listen to some beautiful B3 music every day. So we're here to provide at least my shot for the day. And if you feel like giving, yes, I do make a living as a musician, 100%. And if you'd like to buy a gift for yourself and support me, you could go to my website and buy some music. And I send my autographed CDs right to you. So remember those things? God, remember vinyl? Yeah. Another way is to, if you're a musician and you'd like to get involved in a group, you go to my calendar page and you can join one of my groups that are really great. We got a special group this Saturday. My good friend Brian Charette was a guest on the Tony Monaco Students and Friends. And this Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern, for only $10, you can buy a ticket to be live one-on-one, ask questions with Brian about playing music. And I do believe in sharing. I share all of the love because you know what? If you don't give it, you can't get it. That's a St. Francis of Assisi rule. So here we go. I've got group sessions. They go up for sale for the same price. If you miss it, no problem. Or if you like some of the files from the show. Sometimes I record a MIDI segment. Of course, you could go back and get some of my older titles. But hey, if you're feeling like instant gratification, you can sign up for some lessons with me because I love to teach. And in just a moment, you're going to see the results of that because when you love to teach, then you're fortunate enough to have students that learn. And so I'm real honored to bring on our next guest here in just a moment. But also, if you're looking for instant gratification, you can always just go to PayPal and send me some money, or Venmo. I appreciate it. Okay, so for our guest now, here's what we're going to do. This is special. man. Hey, Masako from Japan. So good to see you. Hey, Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night be your afternoon. Sunday afternoon, morning, late morning, and Monday, late morning. It'll be in Japan. That's why I do the late show on Saturday and Sunday. So those that, hey, look at that face. Whoa, great photography, right? On Saturday and Sunday nights, Eastern 10 p.m., I do a late show. So have you come. So let's talk about our guest. I'm going to put this image up in front of it. Let's see if we can get that first. There he is. I met Thomas online. Never met him in person, but a lot of my students come from around the world because they get to know my music, and I make myself available to teach. So I was so impressed with Thomas's ability to hear and play. I asked him if he'd be a guest on the show, and as you know, I have guests, and they're from all levels of the spectrum, because to me, music is a spectrum of a journey, and it doesn't matter how you play right now, because if you stay on the journey, you get better. That's it. So, if you're going to be so small as to judge a person in this point. Now, musicians, we don't do that. We look at our whole life. And this guy, he listens to me, and he also listens to Joey DeFrancesco. And so we like this song that Joey recorded called, I can't remember. But anyhow, I'm going to call Thomas, and see, I remember songs by the entrances, but I'm not going to spoil it. I'm going to let Thomas do it. So I'm going to call him. Look at this. It's going to be mastery here. See, I got nothing repeating. Okay, watch this. Boom, you get to see his picture while I'm calling him. Here we go. Thomas.
Hello.
How are you? You cannot see me.
Yes, this one I noticed.
Okay, but the world can see us.
Okay, that's good.
And I'm trying a new technology because yesterday I noticed that sometimes the Skype would freeze, and I think it was because I had the video going on at the same time. So right now, everything is beautiful. You look great. How are things in Poland?
That's great, yeah.
I hear a sound.
Staying at home all the time.
Wow. I hear a sound. I don't know if it's someone ringing, maybe.
Yeah, that's strange because right now it's also you are calling on my phone.
It stopped.
I don't know how to.
It stopped.
Stop.
It's
Okay.
good.
Okay.
So, how did you find me?
How did I find you? Well, I think I found your lesson on your webpage, and that was comping and bass.
Comp and
Actually,
bass.
I found this lesson very interesting because this was exactly what I was looking for. I'm musically uneducated, therefore I need some kind of shortcuts, and this exactly answered my needs because I just introduced a few of your concepts and I was able to start with the bass line straight ahead, yeah. And then I decided to check with you the online lesson, and I just realized that it was 1 year ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're celebrating an anniversary.
Yeah.
Well, that's
So now I've got a question. Where is my progress?
your progress is incredible. That's why I invited you on the show, because you have this amazing ability to hear and then translate it into your own. And I teach my students out, try to teach them that to become yourself, you have to have a voice that also sometimes shares other people. So I was so impressed in your learning ability of copying some of my ideas and Joey's ideas, and it became yours, that I thought the world should listen to your version of that wonderful song, Find 100 Ways. Do you mind playing it for the world, Thomas?
Oh, thank you for such a nice introduction. I'm even more stressed.
No stress. There's no stress here. Thank you so much, Thomas. I hope you and your family stay safe. I'll hang up. We'll get to say goodbye after the presentation. I don't know what I'm doing there. So enjoy your performance. I can't wait to hear you.
Okay.
Thank you
very much.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you for having me.
You're welcome, sir. Wow. Phenomenal. I like the work you did on the bridge. We worked hard on that and it came through. Excellent. Excellent. And I felt at the beginning, and then you relax, and then you started to tear it up. Great left hand. So just tell all the other Oregon students how you're developing that left hand. It's been so long. I did it over my lifetime. How did you start to get some more control with your left hand? Share it with us, please.
Well, I always try with something simple, yeah, just to have a good rhythm. And then I try to introduce some basic concept like half step above or half step below. And then also when there are, let's say, two chords, I try to find a way between two of them, yeah, and then learn it by heart. So that's, let's say, a few basic ideas which I try to use when learning.
Fantastic. Well, you could hear that music is in your soul and you're finding it in your fingers. Thank you so much for being so brave. You know, I hope that the other students have watched this today. And I know Bill Lyons, I bet you're not going to get away from me. Hey, thank you so much. God bless you, Tomas. Stay safe.
Thank you very much.
Okay, see you soon.
Bye.
Thank you. There you go. Wow. Great guy. That was Poland. We were just live in Poland. Is that just mind-boggling? Well, you know, I went through a kick there for a while when I was on the road. It's kind of freaky, and I know some of you musicians that have been here. Depending on what your schedule is, you could cross so many time zones in a short period of time. And I'm not meaning just flying over them. I'm talking about crossing like 1 day or 2 days you're in Asia, but then all of a sudden you're in Europe, and then you're back in some other place, and then you're in another place. And after a while, it just becomes like relative to what time it is where you are. So in other words, you start to really even lose track of what time it is at home. You don't even, you've forgotten that long time ago. You have to calculate it based on information. You have to figure out where you are to know what time it is at home. Or some people remind you with texts or things like that, right? But you get so lost. But one thing that's familiar is when midnight strikes and you're in those little European cities or towns and you hear the church bells. And it's eerie because it's midnight right there. And you're right there. But you already know that just in the last 5 days, you've seen people scattered about the globe that it's not midnight. They might be, just taking a shower, getting started in the day, or ending their work day, or maybe having a drink or a cocktail with some friends. Wow, speaking of having cocktails with friends, this is becoming the new norm, the live broadcast, the live stream. But, it's feeling pretty comfortable because, it seems like I have, obviously, I'm never going to be an Elvis Presley, right? But I have a consistent number of you, about 400 to be exact, that visit me just about every day. And for that, just for that, it's an honor. And that means that if I stopped doing the show during this period of time, that some of you might be sad. So I'm going to continue to do this show throughout this crisis, and then some new schedule I'm sure will come about. But remember, all of the musicians that are doing this and doing these streams, they're trying to make a living. So if you feel so inclined, you could go to my PayPal ME. Man, I'm not going to argue with you. I got bills to pay just like everyone else. But if you don't, you just enjoy my show every day and know that I love you, because that's not why I'm doing this. I'm doing this to get better, and you can see that my chops are getting better. I'm getting better every day, and I have to play better every day because I got to top what I did the day before, because musicians are competitive people, and our worst enemies are ourselves. So Thank you, Thomas, again from Poland. Bill, I just sent out the whatever that was. There you go. Hey, greetings from Norway. It's great to see you. I'm finally getting my act together, I finally figured out how to hit the button once and make it go so there's no false alarms. But today, I hit the wrong button first, and there was a false alarm because you guys weren't watching. But you found me, and that's really cool. So tomorrow's guest, if all goes well and planned, will be my great friend Fareed Haq. Those who know that I have a little history with guitar players and drummers, I've been fortunate enough to play with some of the best of both, the drums and the guitar. That's why I play the way I play. They make me play that way. So tomorrow, Fareed Haq, I'd say that in terms of chops and drive, Fareed Haq is a dangerous man. And I love playing with him because I'm a type A personality, and you'll see tomorrow. There's some people that are even more. And when me and Fareed gets together and he starts firing those 16 notes at, 250 and stuff, it's a high. You got to hang on. But then when you start getting it into it, you dig. And I love Fareed. So tomorrow you're going to see Fareed. Everybody that I bring on this guest and as guests, that I love them. And as long as this continues, it seems like we got some really cool guests lined up to come. So, okay, well, I'll change the pace since we just heard a little funk. I haven't played this one in a while. Oh, no. Some days I feel like funk. Some days I feel like swinging. So today, I'm swinging, man. So I like these beats because you could jump in anywhere. There, where's one? Oh, that's right here. Right there. Brushes. Billy James didn't play them often. Hey, Furtis, I'm using the Burn. It's a simulator, similar to the ventilator. To get a more clean sound, I use the DI out of the organ into a simulator and then into a mixer. You're welcome. Ba-doop-a-da, Oh. And Valerie's here, and Jeff is here, and Danny's here. Yeah, Sean's here. Wow. Isn't this great? Instantaneous. The Loftons are here. Joe Doria's here. Hey, man, it's great. Thanks for coming to my show today. I'm just trying to be honest with my music, and it's been a lot of fun to play every day, to try to come up with different songs, different themes, different guests, different scenes. It's been really cool. Today, things are very grave in our homeland situation. As you know, many people are perishing. Hey, Marcy. Hey, Monty. But, we must stay safe and hopeful that, hey, Bill, that we may stay healthy, What else can we do? Try to, I had to go to the bank today, and my wife and I are buying a new home. We sold this house, so at the end of the month, unfortunately, I'm going to have to stop the show a few days while we pack and move. So at the end of the month, there's going to be a little break, and I'll make it as fast as I can, obviously. Crazy time, right? We sold this house in mid-February before everything went crazy. So we got lucky, and we had the money, so we had to move forward. But sure is strange. But so anyhow, I'd like to maybe close the show with something with no crash, boom, bang, just a little bit of, product of Italy, the Burn. They stopped making it. I don't know what happened there, But I'll probably just end this show with something instrumental, but no crash, boom, bang. We're celebrating. People ask me to speak sometimes a little bit about my experiences playing with Pat Martino, and I heard recently that he's not very well, and I hope that he's doing okay. Man, I'll tell you, what can I say about having the opportunity to play with a legend like that? He sounded just like he sounded on the records. So it was a trip playing and looking over and hearing live, what you heard on the records, That's a trip. Croatia. Hey, Carlo. Man, one of the best shows I ever played with Pat was right there. right there in Croatia. Do you remember that show? Were you there? Oh man, I gotta tell you, I forget the name of the city. Such a beautiful place. The people, it was like, you just didn't know where you were. Yeah, really. It's been many years. Oh well, what are you gonna do? So yeah, Pat was great to be able to play behind a legend like that and learn. During the years that I played with Pat, I played with Jason Brown for the most part. He and I ended up being like brothers, and we still are. Every time I go to New York, we see each other. And actually, Jason, if I may not speak about something else, I might as well just speak about the goodness of people. I had to have my ankles operated twice, both my left and right. I have some illness that caused some serious damage down there, and I had some bone work done that they had to replace basically everything. And for 6 months, I couldn't walk, but I needed to work. So once I got to the point where I was pretty much stabilized on crutches, I went back out on the road. Some of you remember I was playing with Pat with crutches because I couldn't use my right foot. Talk about try to control volume without having your right foot. So it's weird when you get your feet operated on. Left, you could get away with not playing pedals, but the right foot you can't get away with no expression. I know organ players will appreciate that. They know what I'm talking about. So anyhow, I forget the story. But anyhow, yeah, Jason, he used to come when we were on the road every morning, knock on my door, come and help me take a shower, get ready for the day. So Jason Brown, he's a modern day saint. He didn't have to do any of that. He did it every morning. And I don't ever forget. So he was one of the reasons why I really enjoyed the touring with Pat, because Jason and I became really good friends. Plus, I got to play with Eric Alexander a lot. Jeff Tane Watts, we did a record. Jeff is a great guy. Wow. I could tell you stories about him. He's just a wonderful swinger. And so, wow, look, Joe Doria and Masako are here. See, all my friends are talking. This is great. I did this because I want people to hang and enjoy each other, know each other. So, Dave, great hang last night, right? No, thanks for the kudos, everybody. God bless you. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll play something. I still don't even know what I'm going to play. So I'll just play it. How's that? I'll just try to figure it out. God bless you. We'll see y'all tomorrow.